Good day. My name is Dr. Theo Nel. I'm the head of undergraduate academic matters at the Physiological Sciences Department. I'm also a senior lecturer and the head of the Human Life Sciences program at the Faculty of Science. Information about all the different programs that are being offered through the Faculty of Science can be obtained by consulting the 2026 Science Academic Programs and Faculty Information, Yearbook 5. The definition of human life science aims to understand the structure, function, and interactions of the human body within its biological and ecological context. This provides a foundation for fields such as medicine, physiological sciences, psychology, and biomedical research. The faculty provides the following focal areas and programs. Biological sciences, we have human life sciences with 2 streams, biology and biology with psychology. Providing an overview of the admission requirements, a national senior certificate with admission, at least 50 to 60% in 4 subjects. The minimum subjects for BSc program include, for the biological sciences programs, meet the requirements shown in the faculty table, which I will share momentarily, physical science or both chemistry and physics as school subjects, life sciences as a school subject, although not an admission requirement, and these can include primary survey, collection, or human biological material. The table that I was referring to in the previous slide, this includes for the programs and the focal areas in biological sciences, human life sciences, the focal area biology and focal area biology with psychology, an average final mark of 65% excluding life orientation, Afrikaans or English home language or first additional language 4, physical sciences 4, mathematics 5, if you enroll for mathematics bio and physics bio, or if you enroll for mathematics 114, 144 and physics 114, 144, a mathematics mark of 6. Most of the undergraduate modules have admission requirements given in terms of prerequisite passed, prerequisite, and a co-requisite modules. I will explain in the second year for the biology focal area what this entails. So before making a final selection of your elective modules that you want to take in a specific academic year, you first must consult the relevant class and assessment timetables. If any 2 of the elective modules fall within the same time slot or in a particular timetable, you cannot register for both modules because they are an inadmissible combination. So for the human life sciences focal area biology, in your first year, compulsory modules include biology 124, 154, chemistry 124, 144, science in context 179, plus you can choose from option 1 or option 2 the following: biology 144, mathematics bio 124, physics bio 134 and 154. This is option 1. Or option 2, full maths 114, 144, physics 114, 144. So for this particular focal area in human life sciences, the specific minimum admission requirements include Afrikaans or English home language or first additional language 4, physical sciences 4, mathematics 6, if you will be taking Mathematics 114, 144 and Physics 114, 144, or you can take Mathematics, Biomathematics and Biophysics, then your mathematics mark must be a 5. The prerequisite and requisites and co-requisites that I was talking about earlier will be explained briefly here. In your second year, in the focal area biology, there is a pass prerequisite for physiology 214 and 244. This means that a first year module, biology 124, must be passed in order for you to register for physiology 214 and 244. But there's a co-requisite for physiology 214, 244 in that you must also take concurrently biochemistry 214 and 244. The third year includes the following compulsory modules: Physiology 314, 334, and 344, 364, plus the elective. Choose one of the following subjects, either anatomy, or biochemistry and bioinformatics, or genetics. And you must take all the modules of your chosen subject options. Now, the previous slide, just want to go back to that quickly. Human Life Sciences Program and Focal Area Biology with Psychology. In the first year, compulsory modules include Biology 124, 154, Chemistry 124, 144, Biomaths 124, Biophysics 134, 154, Psychology 114, 144, Science in Context 179. The second year, the compulsory modules include Biochemistry 214, 244, Biometry 212, 242, Genetics 214, 244, Physiology 214, 244, Psychology 213, 223, 243. Specific minimum requirements, admission requirements for these for this particular focal area includes Afrikaans or English, home language or first additional language 4, physical sciences 4, mathematics 5. The third year compulsory modules include genetics 314, 344, physiology 314, 364, psychology 314, 324, 348, plus choose one of the following two options. Option 1, physiology 334 and 344, or option 2, genetics 324, 354. This focal area leads to an honours program in physiological sciences, genetics, or psychology. For more information on the admission to the honours programs in these modules, please consult the relevant honours program details in the chapter Postgraduate Programs of this calendar part 5. For more information on the admission to the honours program in psychology, please consult the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences calendar part 4. Human physiology includes a vast majority of information on how the body functions and also how the different systems that are in the body, how that integrates within the human as a unit. So Physiological Sciences Department provides training on the study of this functioning of the human body and how the systems integrate and why they are integrating to maintain a balance in these systems. The moment there's an imbalance, disease starts, and that is where pathophysiology is forming part of third-year training. The diseases that we mostly cover during the training relates to aging, injury, physical activity, any other diseases, chronic diseases of lifestyle, stress, how these different aspects of the ecological surroundings and environment can impact the function of the human body. We then research by looking at specific mechanisms using human, animal, or cellular models to investigate how these pathways are linking and affecting the different systems. Looking at the human as a unit, physiology also plays a role in other aspects of their study, especially in the focal area biology with psychology. The 5 pillars of psychology include biological, cognitive, developmental, social and personality, mental and physical health. A good example would be where stress, environmental stress, can impact the psychology. The physiology of that stress response can directly link to how the body is responding in a social or even in a developmental and cognitive, biological and physical mental health state. The Physiological Sciences Department has state-of-the-art equipment and training facilities where basic undergraduate training takes place, but also advanced postgraduate training, where we look at exercise, cell culture models, nutrition, microscopy, basic lab work, then also very active in social impact or community interaction and training. So if we look at body dimensions as an example, here we have somebody who is overweight or obese, and this obesity has an increased risk for the development of type 2 diabetes, hyperlipidemia or elevated blood fats. It can also be related to obstructive sleep apnea, people that are snoring, hypertension and osteoarthritis. And combining different aspects of the human as a unit, we can deduct what of these different aspects of the nutrition, for instance, just looking at the one and not exercise, how the exercise and nutrition play such a big role in lowering the risk of obesity and also the balance or homeostasis. In body dimensions, we look at specific circumferences around the waist and middle, weight and height, and also circumferences around specific parts of the body, such as the upper arm and the upper front leg. We also have specific equipment that can be used, such as the bioelectrical impedance, that give an alternative, more accurate measures of muscle mass, body water and glycogen that is stored in the liver and also in the muscle. So what are the physiology module's outcomes? So there are 2 different types of outcomes. We first look at academic outcomes, basic knowledge of the functioning of the human body, to be able to distinguish between abnormalities, pathologies in the human body, lifestyle influences, nutrition, exercise, stress that influence optimal function of the body. Popular physiological questions such as cloning, genetic manipulation, stem cell therapy are also covered. Integration with other subjects such as biochemistry and psychology and genetics, and also newly with the engineering department on bioengineering and innovation. Generic outcomes is mostly to think critically, retrieve, extract and condense data, learn to answer questions, communicate science in the form of presentations or writing, and also developing skills through practical and protocol design training. Career options are basically the following: pharmaceutical industry, selection for medicine. Very few students are selected at the university. Only if you cum laude your degree, and I think there's 5 that are actually selected from those who already graduated. There's also a postgraduate medicine course that is offered through Wits University. You can pursue a research and academic career by following the basic 3-year degree, honors 1 year, master's 2 year, and PhD 3 years. Then in the psychology stream, you can either become a clinical psychologist, educational, or a genetic counselor. Secondary school training, becoming a teacher. Journalism, where many students that are finished with their master's and PhD that decide they don't want to work in a lab or do active research can become then medical writers for specific companies. Then a very popular option is to study LLB, a law degree to become a patent lawyer, a master's in business administration, or in the research and development departments from pharmaceutical industries, studying biomedical engineering, or become a clinical research assistant in clinical trials companies. Thank you. That is it for today.